Welcome to our college briefing program. Today, we dive into the pressing issue of obesity in China, where projections indicate that a staggering 65% of adults could be classified as overweight or obese by 2030. The National Health Commission is stepping up with a 3-year plan to tackle this crisis, including new weight management clinics. With over 400 million adults currently facing this challenge, the implications for health and economy are immense. In sports news, Houston's basketball team pulled off an incredible upset against Duke in the Final Four, winning 70-67 after a dramatic comeback. Trailing by 14 points, Houston rallied in the final minutes, thanks to Juwan Roberts' clutch free throws. This victory sets them up for a championship showdown against Florida, making for an exciting finish to the NCAA tournament. Lastly, we explore Elon Musk's current standing in the public eye, as a recent poll shows that over half of Americans view him unfavorably. With his controversial actions impacting the brands he leads, Musk faces a critical choice about his future and legacy. Can he turn things around, or is it time for a new direction? Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports that China is grappling with a burgeoning obesity crisis, with alarming predictions that over 65% of adults could be classified as overweight or obese by 2030. This stark contrast to the nation's historical struggles with famine highlights a significant public health challenge, as rising obesity rates are linked to chronic diseases that threaten to overwhelm the healthcare system. The National Health Commission has initiated a 3-year plan focused on diet and exercise, alongside the introduction of specialized weight management clinics. Personal stories reveal the emotional and societal pressures contributing to weight gain, such as stress-induced eating and the relentless demands of work and school, illustrating the complex interplay between lifestyle, mental health, and obesity. In a thrilling NCAA Final Four matchup, the Associated Press highlights Houston's remarkable comeback against Duke, overcoming a 14-point deficit to secure a 70-67 victory. The Cougars' tenacious defense stifled Duke's offense, limiting them to just one field goal in the final 10 minutes of the game. Key moments included Juwan Roberts' crucial free throws that propelled Houston into the lead for the first time since early in the game, showcasing the team's resilience and determination to make history. With this victory, Houston advances to face Florida for the championship, marking a pivotal moment for a program that has yet to claim a title. Elon Musk's recent actions have sparked significant debate, as reported by South China Morning Post, reflecting a shift in public perception of the billionaire. With a majority of Americans viewing him unfavorably due to his controversial decisions and public behavior, Musk now stands at a crossroads regarding his legacy. The article suggests that he could either continue down a path that further tarnishes his reputation or choose to divest from his companies, allowing them to thrive under new leadership. This decision could shape how he is remembered, as he contemplates whether to be seen as a narcissist or a legend. The discussion underscores the broader implications of leadership and responsibility in shaping corporate and personal legacies in today's society. The Sydney Morning Herald reports on the rising trend of private schools in Australia offering extended school hours, reaching up to 60 hours a week. This shift is largely driven by the demands of working parents who seek structured activities for their children that align with their busy schedules. Caulfield Grammar, for example, plans to introduce organized extracurricular programs that begin as early as 7 a.m. and continue until 7 p.m. Parents, like Kishver Chowdhury, express enthusiasm for these offerings, emphasizing the value of having their children engaged in purposeful learning rather than merely supervised. The school aims to provide a diverse range of activities, from cooking classes to robotics, while also acknowledging the financial realities that necessitate both parents to work, thus requiring schools to adapt to longer learning days. According to the South China Morning Post, Hong Kong's gas consumption has remained below pre-pandemic levels for 6 consecutive years, attributed to a structural decline in usage patterns. The city's sole gas supplier, Town Gas, noted that changes in lifestyle, including increased travel to mainland China, have significantly impacted gas sales. For instance, the average gas consumption in 2024 was recorded at 27,159 terajoules, marking an 8.1% decrease from 2018 levels. Factors such as the rise of takeaway dining, smaller family sizes, and a shift towards electric appliances are contributing to this decline. Additionally, the effects of climate change, with higher recorded temperatures, have further reduced the need for gas in residential settings, leading to a notable decrease in home gas usage. The article from South China Morning Post highlights that while residential gas consumption has decreased, commercial usage has shown signs of recovery, particularly in tourism-related sectors. Various establishments, including hotels and social welfare agencies, have reported increased gas usage as the city rebounds from the pandemic. The data suggests that while the residential sector grapples with a decline due to lifestyle changes and economic factors, the commercial sector is adapting and growing, reflecting a complex interplay between consumer behavior and economic conditions in post-pandemic Hong Kong. Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports the passing of Perry Cutton, a revered fashion designer from Melbourne, at the age of 73. Renowned for founding the Perry Cutton brand, which has been a staple in women's fashion for over 4 decades, her legacy is characterized by timeless elegance and sophistication. Georgina Austin, director of the Austin Group that acquired the brand, emphasized that Cutton's designs were deeply personal, reflecting an understanding of the modern Australian woman. After completing her graphic design studies at Swinburne University, she launched her label in 1981, quickly becoming a household name. Her contributions to the fashion industry were later recognized with an honorary doctorate from the same university, solidifying her influential role in shaping Australian fashion. The South China Morning Post delves into the intense academic pressures faced by young children in South Korea, where even kindergartners are subjected to rigorous testing to gain admission into prestigious English language schools. In affluent neighborhoods like Daechidong, parents invest heavily in their children's education, often resorting to private after-school academies known as hagwons to ensure their success in a cutthroat educational landscape. This relentless pursuit of academic excellence has led to widespread inequality and emotional distress among children, with many families spending exorbitant amounts on private education. Activists like Kong Young-mi are advocating for reforms to alleviate the overwhelming pressure students face, as the current system fosters a competitive environment that can lead to devastating consequences, including high suicide rates among youth. According to the Associated Press, Walter Clayton Jr. led the Florida Gators to victory in the Final Four, scoring an impressive 34 points against Auburn's Johnny Broome in a thrilling matchup of All-Americans. Clayton's performance was pivotal, showcasing his ability to slice through defenses and make crucial shots, including 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. While Broome started strong, his performance dwindled in the second half due to frustration and injury, ultimately contributing to the Gators' 79-73 win. Florida coach Todd Golden praised Clayton's consistent excellence throughout the season, highlighting his importance in critical moments. As the Gators advanced to the national championship, Clayton's determination and skill have made him a standout player in this year's NCAA tournament. South China Morning Post reports on the unconventional parenting style of Hong Kong actress Li Tianzong, known as Lena, whose 4-year-old daughter Amber attends 2 kindergartens daily. This rigorous schedule includes eating, napping, and using a portable toilet in their 7-seater car during commutes between Yuen Long and Kowloon Tong. Li, a former Miss Hong Kong contestant, shares her life with Amber on social media, where she has gained a following of over 16,000. Despite facing criticism and being labeled a monster parent for her intense approach to education, Li defends her choices, asserting that Amber enjoys the experience and has achieved notable success, including winning a Mandarin recitation competition. The debate around tiger parenting continues, as many question the impact of such a demanding routine on a child's well-being. The Globe and Mail highlights the widespread protests that erupted in Washington and across the United States against President Donald Trump's controversial government reforms and trade policies. Thousands gathered at the National Mall, voicing their discontent with Trump's actions, which they believe threaten democracy and civil rights. The protests, organized by a coalition of civil rights groups, labor unions, and other advocates, featured signs condemning Trump and calling for the protection of free speech and democratic values. Participants expressed concerns about the mass firings of federal workers and the impact of tariffs on everyday Americans. As speakers rallied the crowd, the atmosphere remained peaceful, reflecting a collective determination to resist what they perceive as authoritarian governance. According to BBC, President Trump's imposition of sweeping tariffs marks a significant departure from the principles of globalization that the United States once championed. This protectionist stance, reminiscent of early 20th century economic policies, aims to bolster American jobs but risks igniting a global trade war. The article critiques the rationale behind these tariffs, arguing that they are based on a flawed understanding of trade imbalances and unfair practices. While some believe that this approach could revitalize American manufacturing, the broader implications suggest a potential backlash from other countries and a re-evaluation of global trade dynamics. As the U.S. steps back from the international trading system it helped create, the transition is likely to be fraught with challenges, potentially leading to increased inflation and economic instability at home. Associated Press reports that Chelia Watson shone brightly in the WNIT championship game, scoring 23 points and leading the Buffalo Bulls to an exhilarating 88-84 victory over Troy. This win not only marked Buffalo's first WNIT title but also set a new program record with 30 wins in a single season. The game was a nail-biter, with both teams exchanging leads in the final minutes. Key players like Kirsten Lewis-Williams and Tura Harness made crucial contributions, while a record crowd of 5,650 fans witnessed the historic moment at Alumni Arena, showcasing the growing support for women's college basketball. The Globe and Mail highlights the achievements of Canadian researchers at the Breakthrough Prize ceremony, where Daniel Drucker was honored for his pivotal role in developing anti-obesity drugs that mimic the hormone GLP-1. These groundbreaking drugs have transformed the treatment landscape for type 2 diabetes and have shown promise in addressing other health issues such as heart failure and sleep apnea. Drucker expressed his immense pride in being part of a team that has significantly improved health outcomes for many. Alongside him, astrophysicist Maaike van Kooten received recognition for her innovative work in optical systems that mitigate atmospheric distortion in astronomical observations, reflecting the diverse and impactful contributions of Canadian science to global advancements. Australian Broadcasting Corporation covers the legal battle of Amit Kundu, a primary school principal in the Northern Territory, who is suing the government after being removed from his position amidst allegations of a damaging whispering campaign and systemic issues within the school. Kundu claims he faced harassment from staff and parents, particularly regarding a new Indigenous-focused STEAM subject, and alleges that the Department of Education failed to provide necessary support. The government has denied his claims, stating that Kundu's removal was not related to any workplace rights. The case sheds light on the challenges faced by educational leaders in managing complex dynamics within schools, especially in the face of community and institutional pressures. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn on the TV screen, see the world unseen. China's on the news tonight, history in the spotlight. Scroll through my phone again, find out where to begin. Stories from the east to west, learning from the very best. News in China every day, learning in a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Ancient tales in modern times, mountains high and river rhymes. Culture rich in every town, golden driving never down. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end. Connecting hearts through every word, China's story always heard. News in China every day, learning a fun new way. from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every word. China's story